Most people think if you need to do lead generation, you need expensive tools like Apollo or Instantly just to get started. But that's not true. With the workflow I'm about to show you, anyone can set this up for free, fully automated, and get access to business phone numbers, websites, and all of their social profiles in minutes. In this video, I'll show you how to build a system the exact way we built this system for our 5-figure clients at the Fixin AI, and the way we teach over 500 members inside the Builders Lab community. We'll start with a fast setup of the N8N workflow, then I'll run a live demo. After that, I'll go through the workflow nodes step by step, and then we'll go over the costs involved, and finally finish it up and wrap up so that you can start reaching out to your prospect immediately. Let's get started. First things first, so that you can get started with this walkthrough and you can follow this tutorial, you first need to click the first link in the description below, join the Builders Lab community. Once you're there, you want to make your way to the tools and resources section, and you're going to find this Google Maps scraper. What you just have to do is go down here and just click on this download button. Once you've downloaded that, you want to create a new workflow. And once you do that, all you have to do is come here, import from file, go to Google Maps here, and just paste it. Perfect. Once you have this, just follow these instructions here. You can set up an API account, because we use API Google Maps Actor to scrape the business profiles from Google Maps. So we're going to need that. So once you set up your account with API, I believe you're going to get $5 in free credits every month with the free account, but you can upgrade to get more bonus, because the way API works is that if you run an actor, it costs a certain amount in dollars to run an actor and get a certain result. I believe with this Google Maps scraper, for example, right here, you can see here it says pay per event, and if we were to check, it says on the free plan, in order to get 1,000 results, which would be 1,000 Google, which would be 1,000 businesses, would cost you $4. So, and if you upgrade your account, you're gonna get access to more dollars. So think of it like that. So what you're gonna do now is pause this video, go through this instructions, set up your API account, and then you can come back so that we can continue with the live demo that I'm about to show you right now. Let me show you how this live demo works. So all you have to do is go onto this web app, which is hosted by Lovable. I made it use Lovable. I'll provide the link to this. I believe it's right here, so you can get access to it here and you can open it right here. Let's say you have a lead generation agency that targets MedSpa clinics in Nottingham specifically. It could be the whole of the United Kingdom, but let's say Nottingham to be specific. What you would normally do is just put MedSpa in Nottingham. People can click on more places and you scroll all the way down, then you scroll, then you basically get a phone number here and you call, and you just be going through the list. Well, that's inefficient, and what this workflow helps with is that, specifically because you can just put the niche that you're targeting, the location, the number of places you'd like to scrape, and also the minimum of stars. I would recommend you put a minimum of 4.0 stars, because the higher the number of stars, the more likely the ads afford your services, kind of, and also the more likely your, let's say, your lead generation mechanism work on them, because they already have a proven online presence. And on top of that, this also gives you not just their phone numbers, but it gives you their social profiles, their websites, so that you can do a bit of research before you call them, because it's always good to have a bit of a background info on the business before you call them, and also gives you their social profiles, their Instagram, their Twitter, their Facebook, so that you can target them from all angles using the multi-channel outreach strategy. You probably know that. So yeah, and you know how efficient and effective that is. And the way you run it is, first of all, you need your webhook URL, which would be your Anytime workflow. So I believe you've set it up by now. You want to click on active, make sure it's active. Once you do that, you want to go over to your webhook node, click on the production URL, and just go back and paste it here. To do that, ready to go. Now you want to put in your business niche. Let's put med spas. Let's put it London this time. And since this is a demo, we'll start with 10 places since we want to make it quick and fast. And we'll choose a minimum of 4.0 stars. By 4.0 stars, it means that their average ratings across all of their ratings and reviews is 4.0 stars, basically minimum. 0. So once you have all of that, just click on the script, and give us a few minutes, and I'll get back to you with the result. Just finished it, and you can see it says found 10 businesses, which we access the script 10 businesses, and it gives us a CSV to download. So you download the CSV, and if you were to open it, give it a quick look. So it gives us the business name, the business phone number to call, the address of the business, the websites of the business, the review counts, the review ratings, and all of them are both 4.0, and then their Instagram, their Facebook, their Twitter handle if they have one, their LinkedIn if they have one, and then the phone number on the website too as well, and also the email on the website, so that you can also target them from their email. So you can see it gives you a wide variety of data points that you can contact the businesses and outreach to them using the multi-channel outreach strategy. What I'm going to do now is show you each node step by step so that you can gain a better understanding of how it works in case you want to customize it more to your use case. When thinking of the system, think like it has two components, which it does. So there's the front end part, which is this lovable part, and then there's the back end part, which is the Anytime that powers everything. So this basically, the front end takes our input, the med spa, London, number of places to scrape, and the minimum of that, and it puts that in a JSON body and sends it over to this webhook URL as an API call. And once it sends it over, what this webhook node is that it triggers the workflow, which means it starts to execute the next nodes after. So we can see here, we put everything in a JSON body, and I put the business niche, the location, the numbers to scrape, and then the minimum stars, which was basically what we imputed here. And if we were to go back, we can see we moved over to the next node, which basically scrapes this off Google Maps. And what we use as an API scraper, which is a Google Maps API scraper. One sec, if we were to go back, let's click. This is the one here, right here. And this API actor, what it does basically is that it scrapes all of these businesses here, following your filter criteria. But it's doing it programmatically, basically. And you can see here, these are the details. If you want to get more info on it, you can access it from this URL and check it out yourself. And we access it through this HTTP request node. We make a post request to the endpoint URL, and then we put that credentials using the query custom authentication. You can see here I made a video on this, so if you want to check how we set this up, you can watch the video. And then we also send headers, content type, and stuff like that. And then the important thing is the JSON here. This is where we provide the business niche that we get from our front end, which is the webhook node. You can see MedSpa here, and the question query is London, and max crawled places per search is 10, because we put 10, but if it was 100, it would be 100, and language would be English. But if you would like another language, you can put your own language here. And then place, like, minimum stars would be 4, because we put 4.0, and I recommend that. And you always want to escape businesses that have websites, because we need their websites in order for the next nodes to work, obviously. You also want to search, like, skip closed places as well, because why are you targeting businesses that have closed? It just doesn't make sense. So once we do that, we send that over to API file, and it processes that and it scrapes everything programmatically, and it provides us with an array of businesses. You can see here every business, the title, category, name, address, every single thing. So it basically scrapes every single thing. And as you can see, there are 10 items, which means there are 10 different items in the array. If we were to go here and scroll down, you see this is business 1 and business 2, business 3, all the way till you go all the way down. What we do here is that we loop over each item in the array using this loop over items node. And what we do for each loop, or should I say for each item, is that we scrape the website. As you can remember, I told you we need businesses that already have websites for the next nodes to work. So we get their website data using this GET request. And a quick hack, if you want to scrape any website, just make a GET request, get HTTP request to that website URL, and then you're gonna get the HTML of that website, which you can see right here. And then after that, I've written up a code that basically takes the input, which is the HTML that we just scraped, the HTML format of the website, and it basically crawls. I get their phone numbers using this and cleans it up. Then it basically scrapes their websites, their Instagram, their Facebook, their Twitter, their LinkedIn, and puts everything into a JSON, which you can see here. And what you can see here for the first business, which is the first item, it was completely empty. But if we were to check the second one, voila, it scrapes their Instagram, their Facebook, but Twitter wasn't found, and the rest were not found. If we were to check another item, which would be another business, we would see Instagram, Facebook, their phone numbers, and their email. The first one, we can still see their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everything was scraped. And once we extract those details from their website HTML, what we do next is that we put everything together into an organized array with multiple items, which basically what it does is that it gives us a structure for our CSV later on. So you can see here the business name. We extract the business name from here. So we extract the business name from here, which is an item. Then we extract the business number, the address, the website, the review count, review rating, then the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, website folder, and website email if they have one on the website. So it basically puts it in a structured format, and it just gives us a structure for our CSV later on. And it loops over until it completes for all of the 10 items, or should I say all of the 10 businesses that this API file actor script. So it goes on and goes on and goes on. As you can see, it did it over 10 times, and once everything's done, basically put it into an array, a JSON array basically, which you can see here. And you can see it's an array, and then the JSON starts here. This is business 1, business 2, business 3, business 4, business 5, all the way down to you have business 10. And then after that, we have this converts file to CSV, basically turns this JSON array here into a CSV basically. And this is what this node does. So it takes this JSON array and turns it into a CSV. Once it converts it to a JSON, we pass the JSON over back to the front end. As you can remember, we make an API call, and then the API call, what it does is that it waits until it gets a response from the server back. So it doesn't just send and ends the API call. It sends and waits for the response. Then once it has gotten the response, it displays the OS4 here, and you can download it and you can view the CSV, which is right here. So that is basically how that works. And I know for the curious ones, you're thinking, how much does this cost to run? Well, let me show you that. So we have this cost breakdown table. Basically breaks down all the nodes that we have in our workflow. So the API Google Maps nodes, and the other nodes cost 0, because if you have any time, they don't charge you for that. So the API Google Maps node costs you $7. for 1,000 businesses, or should I say for 1,000 results that I have scraped. So just think of it like, okay, this is 1 result, this is 2 results, this is 3 results. So if it scrapes all of this, probably that's like 10 results. And if it keeps on scraping, you basically get the logic. And it basically costs $7 for 1,000 results. So think of $7 for 1,000 businesses. See, but also incorporate the margin for error, because some businesses and their websites, they might not have their social profiles and stuff like that, but most of them have phone numbers. So just think of it, for $7 you can get 1,000 businesses, for $70 that's 10,000 businesses, and for $700 that's 100,000 businesses. Whoa, that's insane. Do you reverse engineer this and use your KPIs, like numbers, and basically from your call to booking rates, from your booking rates to close rates, you can basically see the ROI this would bring you. Let's quickly wrap up what we covered today. You know how to set up a lead generation workflow without the expensive tool like Apollo or Instantly, and how to automate access to business phone numbers, websites, and their social profile. That means you can find and generate leads efficiently without the high cost or manual work most people expect, and this is extremely efficient. If you want to take this even further, I invite you to join the Builders Lab, where we go step by step to build, automate, and deploy AI workflows that actually save time and scale your business. And if you want a custom built solution for your company, check out the Fiction AI, which is the second link in the description below, where we help founders implement automation that works at scale. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video, and I'll see you inside the Builders Lab, which is the first link in the description, where we turn ideas into fully automated reality. I'm Ahmed, and see you in the next one.